What I do, drag it?
Yep, and you click and drag that into Sam, so open Sam up.
So open this up first.
Yeah, kick that guy open. And then you click and drag it over there. Yep. And then the disclaimer's under the commercials folder as well.
So I gotta go back.
Yep. So click back over here, just up on the title bar, and then click on K Radio Broadcasting, and then click on the commercials, K Radio Commercials. And then got the disclaimer folder there, up top. And then just click and drag that guy over. And go back. So you just click on the commercials there, and grab some of the commercials and throw them in, and music. And,
See that video I posted on your brother's wall?
Mm-hmm.
See real quick.
Is it the fish?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's so awesome.
Okay.
Until I see an actual news article, I don't believe it.
Google it.
Just like, if you split $1.5 billion, everybody gets 4.3 million. And everybody was sharing that. Everybody.
shows are fucking dumb. Dumb. People are.
Abraham Lincoln once said, "Don't believe in everything you see on the internet."
Goddamn lie saved.
that was Abe Lincoln who said that, huh?
Yeah. He's too honest. You gotta keep that shit real.
Yeah, he is.
I gotta do some editing before I post this video.
Why?
I don't want all this shit on there.
What?
I said I don't want all this shit on there.
What shit?
All of our fucking nonsense before the show.
That's what YouTube's about. What up, YouTube? They don't want to see us just be boring and fucking talk. They want to see the behind the scenes action.
No, they don't.
They want to see handstand jobs.
They want to see over the pants hand jobs.
That's what YouTube likes. That's what gets the viewers.
It's funny if you go on YouTube and Google Cage or search Cage in the Cave. It only says George Simos has like 16 views or whatever.
No, I
on
gotta
here.
come here,
Go
to
to
the wave
Google,
panel.
go to
Yeah,
Chrome.
for 100.
Next one, yeah.
I'm like, that don't make no sense.
There's two windows.
Today, Junior.
This one.
Just close that guy out.
Up here?
Yeah.
This
Go to the other one.
what about that one?
There you go, Luke.
Middle to
Try.
Yeah, there's really a question.
It's the same shortcut right here, the one with the W on it.
Oh, okay.
Just do a refresh of the page there. Yeah, log in. Go to mode.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm done with this.
Back to
so
Sam,
close
yep.
this off, close this off.
And then start all three streams on Sam when you're ready to go. Start music.
Disclaimer.
make sure you're in queue mode.
Oh,
Like queue.
I'm taking that 6 months.
There you go.
I don't see what I did
Alright,
with my disclaimer.
that's alright, don't worry about it. Put it back to manual, you guys are going on.
Mic check.
Check, check.
Check.
Check, turn me up. Hello.
Check.
Hello.
Check.
Bobby, talk.
Check.
There you go, you're on. Am I on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are y'all ready?
What's up, fight fans and shitheads?
What up?
Just when I didn't know there was going to be an episode, there is. We're a little late, so I'm sorry to the listeners. If there is actually anybody still trying to pay attention to us now, half hour late.
We were on time.
But what's up, guys? The fuck is up?
Not much, man. It's your boy Wilson over here.
I'm not amused.
Kuratata.
Wilson, you're driving home, right?
If need be.
Boop!
Fucked up memes all day.
Foo-foo ass lame shit. How was your week?
No complaints.
Alright, we ain't got enough time for that. Bobby, how was your
Same word.
week? Okay, chill out. My week was alright.
Alright, chill.
Alright. We don't got enough time. Let's keep it moving, guys.
We got plenty of time.
Alright. How was your week though, Wilson?
No, it was cool, man. You know, just chilled. You know, relaxing and preparing and practicing for our upcoming event, February 20th, at the Novi Expo.
No, the Suburban Collection Show place.
Sorry. So that's about it. Just chilling.
Bobby.
I worked all week, and because people decided to call off sick or go to the hospital claiming they couldn't read it, they were smoking cigarettes as they left the shop. We couldn't work Sunday, which is bullshit. Bullshit.
I can't breathe.
We smoked out one of these. Yeah, that shit.
A little better. The menthol from the cigarette just soothed my sore throat.
That's fucked up.
I feel better now. This cool just hit me right in the skids.
Yeah, it was stupid. I'm like, and then yesterday I see a guy sanding off a board. I'm like, sir fucks off a lot. You know, the guy, this old guy fucking pay attention to everybody else and fucking go and tell the boss that they're fucking off and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. I'm looking there and he's fucking sanding down a board. I looked at my dad, I'm like,
We work on metal.
right?
Where the fuck where did the wood come from?
It was a board so he could wash apart, and instead of carrying a motherfucker in his hand, he could put it on the board and push the fucking the trash can with the board on top of it to the sink to rinse the fucking part off. It's a whole fucking long ass dumbass process. But anyways, I look over there, see him doing that. I look at my dad, and I fucking walk over. I'm like, really? Sir, fucking grinds a lot over there. And he's like, yeah, I don't fucking get it either. And he keeps on doing it. My dad walks over. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, his excuse was, I'm getting all the metal off the board, so I don't scratch the part up. Then get this, he opens up the fucking wash tank, fucking part falls on the ground. My dad looked at him, he's like, yeah, I guess you ain't gotta worry about scratching that fucking part up anymore, huh?
Right? Fucking dick.
Yeah, fucking retard.
True. Good weekend.
My weekend, last weekend sucked, man. I went straight from fucking the show. Last week I went right to work, worked until about almost 1 o'clock.
Listen, that's gonna be what you're doing today.
1 o'clock a.m., went home, got to bed, had to be up by 5:30 to get ready for work the following day.
Don't want to hear about it.
And then did it one more time throughout that last week.
Did it all last weekend. I don't want to hear about it.
Wasn't it snowing?
Huh?
Wasn't it snowy last weekend?
Yeah, last week I worked and then went and did my votes too. There was something funny that happened this week,
What up?
but I don't know if I remember it now, or if I even have enough time to.
We got plenty of time. We got a guest coming in, Tony Lionheart.
What the fuck happened? Can't remember now. All this stupid debacle that happened.
I know you're too damn busy to look at fucking emails,
Yeah, that.
which is just basic.
You had an announcement, Bobby.
Oh,
Nothing on air? Or
no, we're gonna sponsor Tony Harvey for his fight.
okay.
You fucking sounded so enthusiastic about
We're gonna sponsor Tony Harvey for his fight. I mean, I figured you would have told him. You guys are buddies. Considering I'm waiting for you to fucking tell me what the hell we were doing, so I decided to fucking go grab the money today.
What?
You were supposed to look at emails.
I'm busy, bro. You didn't
You
just
ain't
hear
that fucking busy.
You just didn't hear my whole
you
story.
ain't that
about-
fucking busy.
I never caught up on sleep.
You ain't that fucking
I'm
busy.
tired.
I'm making fucking moves. I'm
Um,
talking to fucking managers.
whoa.
Check your email.
Whoa, hold on. The whole
Yeah.
manager thing. I was trying to beat Bobby to that. I'm like, oh shit, let me get to that message. But by the time I get to it, it's already replied to twice. I'm like, fuck you, Bobby. I want to talk.
Yeah, well, that doesn't work for you. It's fucking too slow, you piece of shit.
But, anyways, I don't
I
know.
don't fucking reply to those messages, but you can't check your email.
I don't go on Gmail, dude.
Oh, it's an app on your phone. All you had to do is click it, and you did go on it when you were checking for other fucking emails.
No, I didn't.
You want to bet?
Do you? Do you?
Let's go back like 3 months ago.
Hold on, let's put this
When we had
offering on the
t-shirts.
table first.
Oh, yeah, no, that shit was stupid. That's why I no longer go on the Gmail. You know why I hate my fucking Gmail. He knows why I hate it. It was the worst thing that happened in my life for like 2 months.
But no, Tony offered us a spot advertising during his fight. So I wanted to get with you guys to figure out what the fuck we were going to do, but somebody couldn't get back to me, so I decided to make an executive decision and just fucking do it.
You don't have permission to do that from here on out.
You made
I
an
got
executive decision.
You were the third member of the show.
Third member of the
You gotta
show.
talk to
There's more work than
Wilson,
both of you.
and then Wilson has to fucking bring it to me.
I took over.
Chain of command, Bobby.
I
Chain
fucking
of
took
command.
over.
If he doesn't veto it, if it doesn't get vetoed before it reaches to me, then I, then decide if we're gonna pass it or veto it.
Well, guess what? I don't give a shit. I just.
That's why people like you get impeached or assassinated.
Well, why? Because I make moves to better this fucking country. AKA show.
If you better the show, then we're bettering this country because we're gonna be prestige worldwide.
Okay.
Votes and house.
Yep. So, anyways, this week we're going to talk a little bit about the UFC Boston event tonight. Of course, we got Michigan's own Darren Cruikshank fighting on the card against Paul Felder. I want to get to that. We're gonna cover the T.J. Dillashaw, Dominic Cruz. Yeah, that guy.
Same card.
He's been so, huh?
Same card.
I know it's the same card.
That's tonight, ain't it?
Yeah,
it is tonight.
We're gonna cover that. That's why I forgot who it was. The guy hasn't really fought in too much in the last fucking 10 years. It's been like 3, but still. You know where I'm going with that. We're gonna have Tony Lionheart Hervey in here, in studio with us at about a half hour or so, about 11 o'clock. Doing a live interview talking about his upcoming fight against Charles Dingo Brown for the UFL or Field Super Fight.
Definitely a true David versus Goliath fight.
Yeah. Tony usually fights at about 155, and Dingo is huge as fuck.
He fights like heavyweight, super heavyweight.
Yeah, but he's like 6 foot, like, I don't know, 5 at least. I don't know. He's big.
He's a big man.
He's a big man. Then you got a couple other true fighters. Kelly True's fight team fight on the card, like Rambo Roosevelt, Tyler Resterhouse, James Milloway, Josh, one of the two. The way he
And-
fought.
And then your favorite, everybody's favorite light heavyweight in the state.
Oh, Darius
Darius
Carter.
Carter.
Yeah, he's fighting some guy. Shit like that's going down on that card. And then we're gonna. I want to talk about it a little bit. There's an event coming up here. We said we're gonna keep posting to the page. We'll get it going up. The Dom O'Grady Memorial event. Love to Hate is going to be January 23rd, next Saturday at the Perini House.
I know it's in St. Clair Shores.
St. Clair Shores. We'll get everything up, address and everything up on our page. This is an event. All the profits goes to a trust fund for his daughter Evelyn. She lost her father at a young age. She's not going to grow up to know this man. He's not going to be able to grow, there to support her. So to help her along the way, this event's going to be, to a trust fund. All profits go to this little girl to help her and her family. So whether you know Dom or not, I think everybody, in their area should, at least come out and help out for what they can, because, it's like, if you lost a loved one, well, you want somebody to help.
Well, here's the thing too. It's $20 to get in, and you get a great night of fights too.
Yeah.
Not only,
They were even starting, yeah.
not only does it go for a great cause, but you're actually going to get to see a great night of fights.
And,
What the fuck else do you got to do on a Saturday night?
Yeah.
In all honesty, besides go to the fucking bar and get drunk.
right.
Come out for this call.
It's an awesome cause.
So we'll probably be there covering it, but that's an event that we'll talk about a little more, especially with, Tony. I believe Tony knew Dom pretty well.
Yeah, he cornered him for one. Dom cornered Tony for one of his Bellator fights.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
So I mean, we'll get to that, but what else? Nothing really happening.
Actually, one of your buddies is fighting on that card.
Who?
Joey the Maze Genova.
Okay. Joey the what?
The Maze Genova.
The Maze?
The Maze.
Is that his new nickname?
That was his nickname the night of Masters of Combat.
Was it?
Yes.
I did not notice that.
Yeah. You know who Joey's training with?
Victor and James and all of them.
Not just that. The man who will be sitting to my right.
Oh yeah, I already trained with him once or twice, something like that.
Yeah, I had talked to Joey. When I seen that, he said he was fighting. I'm like, who are you training with? He's like, oh, this guy named Antonio Herdy. I'm like, oh, Tony Herdy? It's a good guy.
Yeah, but
Make sure you pay
you
attention
know who
to
he's
details.
fighting?
No.
Jeff Botman.
Really?
Jeff Botman, who's 6-4. And
Joey's 0-0.
Joey's 0-0. 6-4 versus 0-0.
Just leg kick him. I'm sorry.
I asked Joey, man, kid's got balls, but I said, Joey, why would you take a fight with a guy with 10 fights? He said, I'm trying, win or lose, I'm trying to get my name out there. And I like the kid a lot. I told him, when he first fought at Master Combat, hey, you ever want advice, man? I mean, back in the day, I probably wasn't the best person to get advice from, but I did fight stupidly for a little while, I didn't really train shit like that. And once I took my, training and shit seriously, it was such a better experience fighting, you know what I mean? Like, I knew it, like, I would walk into the cage and I, like, had that feeling, like, no matter what, I'm gonna win right now.
Is that a good idea, just your very first fight, going up against a 10-0
Fuck
guy?
no.
Fuck no!
No, it's not at all.
No, Jeff is 6-4, and it's still not a good idea. You know what I mean? And, my hats go off to Joey, man, because he can be a true gamer. He can get the lucky punch. Every dog has their fucking day. I don't know how serious Jeff is taking this fight.
Right,
Especially considering Jeff is, then we're supposed to be starting to train up at, Mama, and that's exactly where Joey's been going. I don't, I don't know how this fight's gonna pan out. Every dog has their day. I am not counting Joey out at all, because he fucking showed true heart against fucking Jason Burge.
Yeah, he did. We get to see Joey's ground game.
Yeah. So that's the difference, is he actually gets to wrestle a little, but the heart and the balls that he showed against Jason Burge, a Golden Glove boxer, in a boxing match was, really great. But, to take a fight against a guy that's 6-4, I personally wouldn't do it. Especially on 2 week notice. But guys do it all the time. He said he's basically trying to get his name out there.
Is that a good idea? Is that how
No.
if you was coaching him,
No.
how would you do it?
You
get a guy that's 0-0 or making his amateur
You feed
debut,
him-
or
you
you
feed
get
him
him,
the right way, man.
or you get him a guy who's got 1 or 2 fights that that you
he's
watch
either
him
1-1
fight.
or
Yeah, you got tape on him. You can watch him fight and say, all right, I think Joey will be tested, but I think Joey, this is a winnable fight for Joey. This is the way. That's the way you bring these guys along. You don't just, hey, let me go get this guy, the guy who's got 10 fights, who's been in there countless times. You know what I mean? That's dumb. You got to build these guys up slowly, like Michael Glenn.
Yeah,
Perfect
Mike
example.
Glenn's getting brought the right way. Josh Bruckner was brought up the most amazing way, and I think that's the reason why he flourishes right now.
Look at these guys at these legit gyms. They're putting their guys in positions that it's going to test them. They're not easy fights. They're going to test their fights enough to test them, but they're winnable fights for these guys. And that's the way they're bringing these guys up to where now you're at the point where you're Josh and you're fighting arguably the best guys in the state.
Yeah, because you already got that initial experience out of the way. Once you start getting the experience in the cage, you're you're more comfortable every time you step into that cage. So therefore, when you're fighting championship fights, it's not still new to you. But I mean, we see shit happen like that all the time, man, and I can't wait for sanctioning.
It's coming. It's coming.
I can't wait for sanctioning. I'm not even trying to, I'm not being disrespectful right now. I have nothing but respect for both these guys fighting. I just personally coaching or, whatever, wouldn't do it.
Well, you got fights that are all over the state. You see these promoters throwing against mismatches and things like that, and they're just out there trying to...
Bad records and stuff.
Well, not even bad records. They're throwing all these fights and things like that just to get their last show out of the way so they can make a little bit of money, put money in their pocket, and then people call them out of that, stating that, all you're doing is you're trying to get a show in before sanctioning happens. That's all you're doing. And they're like, no, that's not what we're doing. We're actually going to be around after sanctioning.
We'll see.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You don't have the cash funds to be part of the sport after sanctioning. It's a lot of fucking money just to throw a show.
Yeah. But there's not going to be, I mean, maybe if certain guys start kind of fusing together.
Co-promoting?
Yeah, co-promoting, shit
That's
like
the only way
that.
it's going to happen.
I see a lot of that happening right away, but I see things kind of not working out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't get paid.
A lot of people have their own ideas and shit like that.
Well, it's going to be you didn't pay me.
Yeah.
You're splitting this way. You took more money than that, and blah, 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 blah. We're going to see more fucking fights being picked on World of Fighters.
Yeah. The grimy edition.
The grimy edition. Since somebody took over World of Fighters, sold it for $500.
What?
Yeah, you didn't hear about all that whole fucking debacle?
I never heard about no $500
Yeah,
exchange.
yeah.
What the fuck?
For a fucking Facebook group.
I know I get stoned, but I mean, how do I miss something like that?
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah. That was my entertainment for like a week and a half.
I pay attention a lot. I don't realize. I don't even know how I missed that.
Do you go through the feeds?
Most of the time.
Oh yeah, I go through all the feeds and I read all the little comments when I'm running a 45-minute machine.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, it was real dumb. Yeah, $500. I can neither confirm nor deny this though because it's all just hearsay. But
Right, Commissioner Bobby didn't get all into the details this time.
Yeah, I didn't fucking care. Like, bro, it's a Facebook group
Okay.
that does nothing but start drama.
I don't know, I can't fathom that. Something else I seen. Yeah, so some of these amateur divisions have been paying guys and shit like that.
Oh yeah, would you?
Illegal.
Especially the how you see the AFC. You told me that you heard somebody supposedly getting paid from there.
Yeah.
Well, there's a thing going on this week with a sponsor, saying about how he's not. If people aren't taking it serious, they're not going to be paying, their shipping work. And some guy came on there and said, "Well, why don't you write me a check?" Talking to the sponsor, and then the guy said, "What? Doesn't AFC already cut you enough checks?"
Why are they cutting? Bro, AFC isn't that good. Why are you? Yeah, I fucking said it.
Oh shit! Gratata!
What is it? What's gonna happen when sanctioning happens?
That
What's
shit-
the worst thing?
Here's what happens. That shit happens after sanctioning. You probably lose your promoter's license. You get fined, and the fighter now, the amateur fighter, gets fined. Plus, you have to turn pro. You lose your amateur career.
Sponsors is one thing.
But getting paid from the promotion itself, that's a completely different thing.
Yeah.
That's just dumb.
And if I'm correct, technically, if I'm a promoter and I'm trying to sponsor you with AFC, that's still illegal because you're using the promotion to pay a fighter still.
I don't think so because Conrad Lokes sponsors fighters.
His clothing line,
No, it's SoFly Combat League.
but it's the way he puts it is different than the way most promotions do it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to talk to him and figure that the fuck out because that's, you know what I mean?
Well, Conrad Oaks also steps up 4 hours before his fucking show starts to fight Gilbert Reyna.
Right.
Fucking balls, Conrad Oaks, to save your fucking show, man. But whew.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, but here's the thing. I think the fighters that they pay to AFC, I think they train out of the AFC gym.
So we're gonna lose. A lot of gyms gonna close down.
Yeah.
When sanctioning.
Yeah, because that's another thing that came up on the bill. You have to be a licensed gym now.
I didn't see that, but
But this is gonna drive the price up now, isn't it? For sponsorship and such. Considering that a lot of people are going to be left out in the dark.
Here's the thing.
Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda. We sponsor. Well, it's gonna be 4 fighters now. I have a thing on how we're gonna sponsor fighters. I've already come up with it in my head. I haven't talked to you guys about it because I don't give a shit what you guys think. And we'll talk about this off air.
Fuck you!
Oh, well, way to fucking spit on the mic and just watch it dribble through your fucking lip.
That's,
You left a surprise for
Whoever's sitting there. Sorry, guys.
overcoming the stench on the mic.
Andrew forgot to brush his teeth this morning.
I drink Surge, it's all good.
But, no, I'll talk to you guys about that after the show. But I think it's a pretty good system that I came up with in my head. See what you guys think. Wilson, don't leave this week after we decide we're going to try to talk to each other.
He said, I don't need to be here for that shit. It was his exact words last week. I was like, well, fuck us then.
no, because y'all here and then y'all hit me up on the message and let me know what was going on.
I don't think we ever did.
No,
No, you didn't.
because you left.
I
So
was
you
like,
have to wait a whole week before we tell you.
I think we ever fucking
I think that's another reason why I didn't decide to fucking include you in on my little message with Andrew. I was going to, and then I was like, wait a minute, he fucking left us.
So wait, is this?
It was just internet. Now, if it was a little more, I mean, great for promotions, but if it was
I mean,
a little
it is.
more
I mean,
technical.
we're now available on iTunes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
Keys
boy.
has got us on Podbean.
Boom.
Yeah, boy.
So there's 2 different
Not
outlets
just that,
you can follow us on.
Sports Radio Detroit, they also shared our interviews from last week.
I didn't see that, but
Boom.
I'll take your word for it.
Huh? I seen it, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I
Sports
tried going on the
Radio
website and I tried to see if I seen it, but I did see that we have a page on there now
Right.
on Sports Radio Detroit. So thank you, Sports Radio Detroit, for that one.
For real. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking to that guy because Sports Radio Detroit doesn't have
That guy's name is Roger.
Roger. Well,
We need it.
well, I know, but Sports Radio Detroit doesn't have a MMA show, so
George
we are now
Jefferson.
there. We are now there, along with Cave Radio and Cave Radio Sports. We're also on Sports Radio Detroit,
And iTunes.
iTunes,
And Podbean.
once Keys gets that up.
And Flicking the Bean.
Flicking the bean, nice.
All right, Keys. I need a George Jefferson drop on here. The moving on up. I need that. So when we have these announcements, boom.
Is the whole fight card today on Fight Pass?
No, just the undercard is on Fight Pass. The other stuff is on Fox.
Yeah, I got everything. The
Or Fox
prelims.
Sports 1.
I'm pretty sure it's on Fox.
I think it's Fox Sports 1. I believe so.
Maybe.
10
It is-
o'clock.
It is Ultimate Fight Night. Fox Sports 1. They're fucking stupid. Why not capitalize with a fucking Fox card? With fucking two, technically.
Because you interrupted
anime
animation domination.
Fuck that!
No.
I haven't watched animation down
Exactly.
in quite some time.
I do.
Yeah, well, guess what? There's people punching each other in the fucking face tonight instead of that.
I record. So I recorded.
Wow, you're not even a fucking true fan.
Not even.
I'm a true fan to animation domination. Oh no, I would watch my show, my program for my craft here, but yeah, animation domination.
Record that shit and watch the fights.
Right. Well, hold on,
I'll be back and forth.
I see what he means. Though I like recording the fights and watching like right after they end. Like I don't pay attention to my phone just because, or even just halfway through the event. I'll let it play almost halfway through the event, right?
And you can just
And then skip through commercials.
Yep,
And sometimes if it's a fucking like just hump fest, I'll even like, times 2 it real quick just to get through the fucking. Looks like they're fucking humping the shit out of each other. Like I wish I had a fucking like the remote from Click during the fucking Luke Shear versus fucking Julian Zapata fight at WXA like. Armor, no, wrong way, armor, wrong way, armor, wrong way,
Armor.
triangle, whatever. Humping the shit out of each other.
There was only one person humping the other person.
Who cares? I've seen a bunch of humping. We're gonna take a quick commercial break and come back and talk with Tony Hervey and talk UFC Boston. Sorry you guys about the show today. We're all scheduled.